Rebuilding joy after narcissistic abuse can feel incredibly difficult, but I found a way to reconnect with myself. One of the things I did was watch as many joyful movies as possible. It might seem simple, but it really worked for me. I especially enjoyed musicals, Disney movies, and DreamWorks films, movies I watched when I was a child. At the time, I didn't even know much about narcissistic abuse, but somehow I knew that watching these movies was a good thing to do. There were two main benefits to this. First, it became a form of inner child work, where I could reconnect with the innocent feelings I had as a child before they were shaped by society or disturbed by life's challenges. The second benefit is that these movies are inherently positive. They always have uplifting messages, which is such a refreshing contrast after the negativity of narcissistic abuse. Fairy tales, in particular, show the struggle between good and bad. Although they're made for children, there's so much wisdom in them for adults too. They remind us of the things to be aware of, and they do so in a way that leaves us feeling positive. After watching them, I began to notice the beautiful colors in my surroundings, things I wouldn't have seen if I hadn't watched these movies. It's almost like they tune your eye to notice the beauty around you. These movies also show us patterns. They teach us to recognize jealousy, manipulation, and the ways people may try to extract from us. So while they present a positive experience, they also give us important life lessons in a gentle way. You come away feeling optimistic, but you also begin to see patterns of negativity in the world that you might not have noticed before. Recently, I've also started reading fairy tales again. I find them to be an amazing source of life wisdom. I turn to them when I'm looking for answers to life's questions, and they've been surprisingly helpful. Now, I'd like to share a moment from The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen, which struck me as a great representation of the effects of narcissism. In the beginning of the story, the devil creates a mirror with a twisted power. It reflects the world in such a way that everything good and beautiful becomes diminished or distorted, while everything bad is exaggerated and becomes worse. He shows this mirror to people, and when they look into it, landscapes turn into unappetizing things, like boiled spinach, and beautiful people are turned ugly or deformed. The devil finds it amusing how the mirror makes everything seem worse than it really is. This concept of the devil's mirror is so similar to the way narcissistic abuse works. The narcissist's mirror distorts everything around us, magnifying our flaws and minimizing our positive qualities. We're left feeling like we have no value or beauty, and all the good in us is hidden, almost invisible. It's like the mirror makes us feel as if we are only what is wrong with us. When in reality, there's so much more good within us that just isn't visible through that distorted lens. For me, it felt like I couldn't connect to joy anymore. I would see something amazing, but it would not trigger any positive emotions in me. I felt like a zombie, alive, but without any joy. I was just dead inside. I began to see only the negative in everything around me, and even though I knew there were good things in the world, I couldn't connect to them. It's almost like I was expecting something bad to happen because I had been hurt before, and I became hyper-aware of potential threats. Love bombing had conditioned me to associate good, positive things with extreme consequences, making it feel safer for my psyche to not get lured into belonging or connection with the good things around me. It had proven to be too dangerous, and so I shut myself off from feeling or embracing what was positive. The mirror, the narcissist's mirror, distorts everything. It reduces the good in the world to practically nothing and magnifies the bad. We start to believe that the bad is all there is. This is what the narcissist does. They make us feel worthless, like we don't have anything good to offer. But what they're really doing is playing with us. They enjoy seeing us defeated, they enjoy watching us struggle, and they don't care about the consequences for us. To them, it's all a game for their amusement or their advantage. But we can rebuild. Just like in fairy tales, where the struggle between good and bad is clear, we can slowly start to reconnect with the good and positive in our lives. We can start to see the beauty again, the colors around us, the joy that's waiting to be rediscovered.